Hello and welcome back to another market review. It's your boy Zach, as many of you know me, um, also known as BSU Trading, BSU, you guys know. In today's market review, we're going to be going over one, reading the tape and understanding what price has done so far. Two, my expectations going forward. And three, the constant pursuit of success. What I mean by this is, well, you're going to have to stick around to hear that. First things first, let's get into what price has done so far. Okay, getting into reading the tape. The last time we touched base was November 20th, so this candle right here. I had said I had to pause all ideas of bearishness if we broke this candle's high right here. That occurred during the week of November 6th. And as you can see, we've been sharply reaching for this candle's high right here. What remains above old highs, old swing highs, and below swing lows, liquidity. This happens to be in the form of buy side liquidity, where there are buy stops. That's where the orders are. That's where active positions in the market are at. And so when price runs to and through them, it's basically just taking out the liquidity, the active positions, out of the market. And yeah, this happened in a hurry. It took weeks to run all the way down here, months. But this just happened in like a month and a half. Um, yeah, super engineered, and that's flat out simply put. ES on the left is lagging. We are yet to make a new high from the high that we made in July. This would make a new high of 2023 versus in Nasdaq we are at a new high of the year right now. Um, yeah, so it's super important to not predict tops or catch bottoms because you will get punished doing so. No one can really predict the exact price of the market. All you can do is have a speculative, solid understanding of where price is most likely to go. My apologies. And those two areas, which are constantly happening, are liquidity zones, above old highs, below old lows, and inefficiencies in price, like these fair value gaps that I have in the form of a BISI. And so, just like in ES right here, how we came back down, purge the liquidity right here. You see how we wick right by it, and then quickly run up, not to toot the horn too loud, but we just made a new high and we have a lot of inefficiencies left in price. And so, with that being said, let's get into my expectations going forward. Okay, so ever since the low that we made in the month of October, we retraced back up, filled the rest of this imbalance from this candle's low to this candle's high. I don't need to draw that out to show that to you. You could just visually see it. And then we rode all the way back up to fill this inefficiency right here from this candle's low to this candle's high. You can see how we touched the high end of the range and close right underneath it. You can see this number right here and this top pink number, so 46.05 and a quarter. This candle's close happens to be 46.03 and 3/4. The next week we close on top of it, making this a inversion fair value gap. An inversion fair value gap is much like a BISI, where you expect price to act in a certain behavioral way towards a objective. So as you can see right here, We went back right into about the consequent encroachment or the midpoint of this range right here and have been expanding up higher, reaching for and so what I want to see in ES is this high get taken out. Do I believe that can happen this week? Most definitely. There's PPI tomorrow. Uh, Big news drivers that just tend to float and explosively propel price in a certain direction. We had CPI yesterday, well, technically today, but since it's 12:37 New York time, because we always refer to price in New York time, it's the start of a new day. However, let's just say because we're in specific standard time, um, we had CPI today. It's a big volatile day that shot us forward. Tomorrow we have PPI, we have Fed interest rates, we have FOMC, and then we have a Fed press conference. So all crazy things that are going to happen tomorrow. It's riddled with landmines that I don't suggest the neophyte or new trader to be actively putting live money on. You can paper trade it, even though I wouldn't even recommend doing that, to scratch the itch if you must. But then we also have a retail sales month over month at 8:30 on Friday. So yeah, a bunch of red news drivers to kick us in that direction. Now, as you could see, we have yet to make a new high versus the Nasdaq we already did. So Nasdaq's kind of the leader to the upside. In the December contract that we're on right now, we can't really see what else we're working with. And that's perfectly fine. I know that my model doesn't present itself on higher time frames. Basically, my model and the model that ICT teaches for free in his 2022 mentorship is a purge of higher time frame liquidity and then displacement lower. So what does that look like? Well, these two candles show it perfectly. When this candle takes out the previous week's high, I'll mark them for you. Then you want to go into a smaller time frame because we're looking at a weekly chart right now and go find a market structure shift with a displacement leg. When price trades back into that fair value gap, you can either go short or long depending on the direction that you're in and target low-hanging fruit objectives. Now, you have probably no idea what the heck I just said. That's perfectly fine. I don't expect, and Spanish teachers don't expect their Spanish 1 or their new students to be fluent in Spanish the third week that they're learning it. Fuck no. It's going to take a lot of time for you to understand the language of everything I'm talking in. And all it is just common ground. Because once you understand the language and everything I'm referring to, then in your mind, you can go and see, oh, I know exactly what he's talking about. And I can go and apply that same logic to my own trading. Right. So don't fret if you don't really understand what I'm saying. It's completely understandable. What you should be doing is running through ICT's 2022 mentorship, his Market Maker Primer course, and if you need a friend and a mentor to help you out, DM me at bsu.trading on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, email me at zachariah.mandovintage.com. My email is in my YouTube link, or you could just shoot me something on YouTube in the comments, something to connect us, whatever. Anyway, I can't talk to you and you can't comprehend me if we don't speak the same language. You might see liquidity and be like, what the is that? You might see this range and be like, why does he have this range? What's the purpose of that? And I've explained that time and time again. It's not difficult to understand once you get it. And once you see it, you can't go back. Simple as that. The hard part is just initiating yourself. And that's why success does not come easy. It's tough as fuck because people don't want to take that risk. They don't want to take that leap of faith of knowing, oh yeah, so and so is doing this, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it and how long it's gonna take. Well, a wise friend told me it's gonna take longer than you think. When I first set out, I was like, oh yeah, bro, like if I do this 2022 mentorship, I'm gonna have a model and I'll be straight. So I'll probably get this done in like 2 months, and yeah, I'll start making a fuck ton of money. Fuck no. Even after finishing the 2022 mentorship, I still struggled because I was blinded. Blinded by what? The money, the power, the ugliness of what this industry provides. And once you remove those drivers that are impacting you negatively, then you could truly see, wow, all I'm really doing is reading what's happening, and you think it's just crazy because you just don't understand it. Simple as that. All I'm doing is reading what price is doing, has done, is doing, and what I think, keyword think, my opinion is just my opinion, what's going to happen in the future. And what I think is going to happen in the future is a sharp retracement down into this area right here. How deep? This area is crucial. Do I think we'll make a new low? Probably not. However, this is a really deep discount, especially if we keep going higher this week. Say we go up here or something, that's going to be a great place for an optimal trade entry and what traders consider a sale or a discount of what they're getting their long prices for. You see, say price is going up here to 16,650. If you were to buy and go long right here, sure, yeah, you'd make money if it went up there. But what about if price ran all the way back down here and you got to buy at 15,138 and then it ran all the way back up here and then some? I mean, I don't have to be a numbers guy and you don't have to be a numbers guy to know that the profit is ridiculously larger. And that's why we buy in premiums. I'm sorry, my apologies. We buy in discounts and we sell in premiums. What does a premium look like? Well, just reverse that. Same logic. Let's use this candle's high to this candle's low. When price retraces from the low that we made up here, because it's not just a one straight shot lower, it retraces back up, goes above equilibrium, which is the midpoint of it, into a premium, we're selling short with the expectation that price is going to run back down lower. Where to? Well, one, liquidity below old lows and inefficiencies. Here's a fair value gap right here that has yet to be rebalanced. Boom. Now I'm using that same logic in the present moment and what I believe is going to be occurring going forward. The same logic I use when price was all the way up here and that I said we're going to 14,578 and 14,250. I'm using that same logic right here. Now, the one thing that's concerning me is whether ES wants to make another high first, because then we'd see higher prices in both indices, or if we reverse right now and how deep we can go. If we want to come and take out this sell side liquidity pull, we have to disrespect this candle's tail consequent encroachment, so the midpoint of this tail at 15,871, just the midpoint right here. So like I have marked on ES, that tail consequent encroachment right about here. Just eyeballing. But it's at 15,871 and a half. We have to close past that on a daily basis, and then we'll see that happen. Now, what I say in this video, we don't predict tops. All I'm giving is my judgment based on what I have come to know and understand occurs 24/7 in the marketplace and how the algorithm runs. This run up higher, 6 consecutive weeks of upside delivery, this shit is not random. It was in a fast hurry to take out this high. Why? Because there's buy stops up here. There's people's orders up here that have been profitable all the way down into this down move. And so if they're trailing their stop losses to collect gains, say they got in here. Oh, nice. We ran up here, made a high. Okay, we made a lower low now. Let's trail our stop loss in profit right here. Oh, nice. We made a lower low than this one. Cool. Let's trail our profits to right here. Now we come back up to knock out that liquidity, take it right out of the market. Ah, bro, you should have cashed your gains all the way down here, fool, where we were. But yeah, you don't know the logic and the understanding of that right now. I'm just being real. And so those are my expectations going forward. I did say I wanted to touch on the pursuit of success, but I kind of just did so in that same little topic. Um, yeah, it all comes with understanding the right things, practicing them, proving that they work, because you're not just gonna go to let's say what's it called, a job training when you're let's say becoming a scuba, not scuba diver, a lifeguard. They're not gonna train you to lift packages and ship them. That doesn't even make sense. That why? What? No, they don't. What? Why for that job? No. Right here, we're teaching you how to swim and how to carry someone else up with you as you're swimming in your lifeguard job. We don't believe that there's a thing as buying and selling pressure. You know how many orders come in on the daily basis? It's millions. It's huge. If buying and selling pressure truly made the market, we would not have the market that we have today. It is not a free market. It is completely rigged. And once you censor yourself from the bullshit and you uncover the truth, then you can understand what it is you want and expect to see in price on every single candle basis, not just this weekly. I've literally only gone into the weekly charts of this. My BSU students know I fucking kill it on the minute chart. Why? Because this price right here is the same fucking price on every single time frame. The only thing that changes is how much data you're looking at, how much time you're working with. I'm going to put a vertical line right here at the start of Monday, the 11th of December. I'm going to drop down to an hourly chart. What's all this? Well, easily. This is where we started the weekly chart. I go grab this the opening price, 16,092. Let's go back to the weekly. Now you're going to go look at this O right here, 16,092. I want you to note these 4 levels right here, the high, low, and close. Well, not the close because we still have 2 days and 17 hours left until this candle closes. And so it's going to fluctuate as I'm doing this. See that? Just change the little quarter. But I'm going to go grab the high and low, and that's real simple on the hourly chart. Here's the opening price. You take this candle where it opens, that opening price. Boom, there's your open. What's the lowest low we made of the week? Looks like this one. Let's go point it out. 16,044 and a half. I hope you paused the video and found that number. Let's go find the high now. That looks like the high. Cool. Let's drop back up to the weekly. What was the low of the week? That's this L number. 16,044 and a half. What was the high? 16,401 and a quarter. Interesting, huh? Interesting. And it's because I know and understand how long it takes for these candles to form and how that translates to the higher timeframes. Price is fractal. It's the same freaking number. It doesn't change. I'm gonna blow your mind right now. Pause. You see this number, 16,382 and a half. And then the low, this range right here, 16,185. Let's change it to, I don't know, brown. We're not going to be able to see this when I drop into the minute chart. Why? Because this low occurred at 9 o'clock today in the morning. Right now it is the 13th of December, New York time. And yeah, 9 o'clock was math, Zach, math. 12, 15 hours ago. And so if I drop into the minute, we're only looking at the current time all the way down to, that's not even like an hour ago, and only 1 hour of price on the minute. So each one of these candles represents 1 minute. You take 60 of these, you get a motherfucking hourly candle. This one right here. It's real simple. This is what, well, it's not real simple. It's hard as fuck because you want to know what the fuck price is going to do next and how you can make money off of it. And you want your success right here, right now. No other fucking way. It has to be my way or the highway. Get the fuck out of here. That's bullshit. Listen to me because I was going through the same exact shit that you are going through right now, and I'm literally telling you how the fuck to really interpret price. This is the truth right here. This is the truth. What you need to understand, with all the bullshit aside, all the indicators, all the bullshit that this industry feeds you to keep you hidden from the truth, which is price and time, which is exactly what I'm showing you right here, right now, and what you stood around for to hear. This video is fucking long, man. No one's watching this shit. No one's watching this shit except you that's listening to my voice right now. And if you thugged it out this far to get right here, this is exactly what I do as a trader that puts me in the position that I am today. And this is what you stick around for. All I do is gauge where price is at in contingency with fair value gaps, inefficiencies in price, how close we are to a liquidity based on how much time a certain candle has left. What? What do you mean? Example, this candle's low, so this candle's high. You can see how we wick into that. We wick a little bit past that. At the time that price is all the way down here, let's make this more profound. Let's make this pink. Let's outline 9 o'clock. I want to outline this candle's high right here because this is a bullish order block. Let's make it yellow. Now let's drop into the minute chart. Let's go to here at 9 o'clock because that's when it happened. All right, boom. Here's the high in red. Here's that same hourly busy. Here's the start of 9 o'clock, meaning that next hourly candle starts at 10 right here. Okay, perfect, cool. Here's our hourly bullish order block. And here's the low of the hour. You could see how I marked the low of the hour in brown, and you can see how it plots it at the beginning of that candle instead of that exact time that it happened at 9:43. Because even this fucking platform, this app, this what's the word for it? Program. Thank you. Thank you. This program is coded. All this shit is coded. It's running to a script. It's literally scripted. I can go. All right. All right. I don't want to show. All right. I hope you get the point of this because I don't want to show you. Fuck it. Let's do it. 15-minute chart. Where are we? All right, here's the gap between 9 and 10. You can see how we have four 15-minute candles because 4 times 15 is 60. Simple math. The start of your 9:15 candle, I'm going to mark it with a horizontal ray. Bink. We're going to put it in white. Bink. And then we're going to put the high right here. Bink. And let's put it in red. Nah, burgundy. And then the low, bink, in black. Let's go back to the minute. You see how it all plots it right here at 9:15? This is why I took the low of that candle too, because yeah, it's just the high of that time frame of that exact candle happened during that same first minute of price. And then, we dug lower, retraced a little bit, delivered more down, created the low at the very last minute that candle has. When it has 1 minute left in 15 minutes of price action, it creates a low and ends up closing a little bit inside of that range. Then the next candle opens. Same thing. This is continuously happening for every single candle, and it's such basic knowledge that flies right over the fucking head of every single trader because they're too busy looking at shit that looks. Hold up. I have the perfect image for this shit. Come on, come on. Hello? What the fuck? Where is it? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Hello? Oh, yeah. All right. Because they have charts that look like fucking this. Supply and demand, baby. Ichimoku cloud. Trend line breaks. Fucking, oh, this is a supply level zone. Oh, 403 is good resistance. Like, we didn't even fucking get there. How is that resistance? What the hell? Um, yeah, this is demand zone. Oh, there's a gap right here. What? Where do I even get this demand zone from? What's this zone? What's VWAP? What's all these lines right here? It's all fucking distractions. It's distractions that hide you from the truth. If I were to take out all of these things, I would see high, rebalance this little busy, return higher, purge that, come back lower. Why? Volume imbalance right here. That's exactly where price led right here. And Oh, what the fuck is this? A trend line? The fuck? That's all bullshit. Why isn't fucking I don't know. This support. Wait, hold up. Boom. Support line. Support trend line. That shit gets easily disrespected. That's has no bearing on what price is doing in the time that it's given. Like, bro, look at look at that support. It's bullshit. This is the truth right here. And so back to what I'm saying, reeling you back in what I literally just talked about 2 minutes ago in 40 seconds. Go ahead and rewind. I'm gauging, okay, this is an hourly civvy. BISI. My bad. Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. It's lacking sell side delivery, which is delivered right here. Okay, you see how we touch it? We find respect of it at first. Come back up, touch this candle's opening price, shoot a little bit past it. That's fine. Look at where the body closes. This candle, once again, comes back up, touches the opening price. I'm going to visually show you guys because that's what good mentor does. Wicks it just to get the spread because you can see how they're a little bit different. And so in order to get filled in your order, it can't be the perfect number, unfortunately. I wish it would, but fucking market has to take from us somehow, right? This is just one of their ways. Deliver lower, deliver lower. And so I'm gauging where price is going to close at 10 o'clock. Because if we close down here, guess what? This fair value gap in the form of a BISI has been rebalanced and it's been closed underneath. I'm no longer concerned with this level. Actually, matter of fact, I'm going to see if this becomes an inversion fair value gap, much like how price is acting right here. Right. And so when price comes out here, it touches this hourly bullish order block, starts kind of retracing its way back. And then ultimately, pulling all the way back up. Fair value gap. Look at where the body closes. And ends up closing at this 945 candle right here. Can I use a fib? Yeah. We're chilling. We're chilling. And so when price is down here at the time of it at 943, new traders are going to be like, fuck yeah, let's go short. This shit's bleeding. It's going to bleed the rest of the day. This is the opening bell right here. Everything opens at 9:30 Eastern time. When they see this and they're like, ah, shit, yep, we're going lower today. We are not going to see the rising sun. They're going to fucking gamble and be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, it's going to go lower. Yeah, baby. Yeah, yeah. You can see how fucking nice that shit worked out for them. The whole fucking rest of the day. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. So, what's better? Indicators thinking, oh, this is fucking what was it? There's a lot of volume to the downside this morning. Let's fucking chase this shit. Or the fucking logic that I'm presenting to you right here and now. Truthfully, what's better? I know I'm not the best teacher. I know I say shit like I have a foul mouth. I'm sorry. I'm passionate about this. I'm very passionate about this because this fucking market is manipulated, rigged, literally designed for uninformed traders to fucking lose and go and tell other people, yeah, you can make a lot of fucking money, but since I didn't make it work, you probably can't make it work either. Fuck that bullshit. No, you can make it work. They are the ones that failed to make it work. And just because they failed to does not mean that you are destined to follow their same destiny. Fuck it, you can go make it work and bring them, say, hey, Look at me. Not flaunting, but if I can do this, you can do this shit too. I'm living fucking proof. And I can show you how. Doesn't that fucking change your perspective, change your mindset? Doesn't it shift the possibilities of what the fuck you can do? Yesterday, Model 22 presented itself in ES. My BSU students know it. Um, I want to share this information with you guys so badly, but I unfortunately can't because it's completely disclosed. And for my private students that pay for this knowledge, this isn't free. This right here, yeah, it's free. It's because why? I love talking about the market. It's just who I am. These people are paying for their success. They're working for it. They want this shit. And they know that the knowledge is there to get them. And so I can't disclose that shit. However, Model 22 presented itself yesterday, December 11th, 2 days ago, December 11th, at around 11 o'clock. 8 minutes later, price reached our low hanging fruit, which can be easily scaled when time does the heavy lifting. And so, what I would have made at my minimum wage job, 15.50 an hour, in 8 hours of work, so what? 15 times 4 is 60, times that by 2, 120. Yeah, 120. What I make in 8 hours, I make in 8 minutes. And that's the micro contracts. In time, when you add a zero to this, oh, just think of just imagine the opportunity, the possibility. Imagine the possibility and let your imagination run wild because all of this shit is possible. You are the one that has to do it because once you do it, then you have it. Nothing's final until you go and do it. And the only way that you can have this is if you go put in the work to have it. You think I fucking had this understanding of price overnight? Fuck no, it took me a year. I just closed the blinds, closed the windows, closed all the doors, locked out all the distractions, said, yes, I am going to sacrifice for what I want because I know this is what I want. Because if I don't sacrifice for this, then what I want is going to become the sacrifice. And I do not want to sacrifice this shit because I know that this shit is going to outpace inflation for the rest of my life. And all I have to do is press a couple fucking buttons. It's real easy, real simple when I say it like that, but it takes so much more from the person that's catering to this to find success. And so that pursuit of success, you don't know what it's like, you don't know what it feels like. But if you have an imagination and you're guided by the right power for the right reasons, then things start to form and make sense and develop and stick with you in ways that you didn't think were entirely possible at first, or you didn't think it would happen in a certain way. You thought, oh, this should make sense because this says this. Oh, but when it doesn't happen, fuck, everything is bullshit and it doesn't work. No, you don't work because you're letting your emotions get in the way of an algorithm that does not run on emotions. It does what it's coded to do and doesn't do anything outside of the realm of what it's expected to. And so, as humans, as intellectual, emotional creatures, must remove all emotions that come in tandem with what we feel when we trade these markets. And I will tell you right now, that is impossible. You will always feel some way while you're doing this. It's not until you have years, and I mean years, decades of experience that you're gonna be numb to it all. Like it's gonna be straight up boring for you. But in the beginning, it's not that way. You're heavily influenced by your emotions and how you feel. Over leveraging, overexposure, impulsiveness, impatience, greed, fear. All those things will come into play, and you don't know what they feel like or look like in the beginning. Once you can understand that and you know how to stop yourself, over leveraging, you're just risking too much. The risk is too high, and you're fearing that if you get it wrong, you're going to lose a lot of money. A simple way to reduce that is to reduce, or to solve that is to reduce the risk. Go with one contract. If you get it wrong, bro, you're losing next to nothing. Oh, but I'm gaining next to nothing. Oh, I didn't know that we're trying to fucking show off our meat and how big our fucking balls are. No, that's not what this fucking industry is about. This industry is another fucking job. And if you want to make this work, you need to see that as another way to make ends meet. I don't make fucking 20K a month with this shit. I don't make 6 figures a year with this shit. I try to make my monthly car payment with this shit. And if I can, guess what? I just save me fucking 500 extra dollars to go do what I want. Or maybe just invest that into something else better that's going to get me to a life of financial freedom faster. See, you don't think like that in the beginning. And that's your fucking issue. But it's okay because I thought that same exact fucking way. All it took was time to mend it and the right mentor. I had to give up a lot to be in this situation. I could have gone to college, had a fuck fest, fuck around and party, probably wing my college education, probably make it out with a degree, apply for a job that who knows what the fuck they're gonna accept because everyone's fucking replaceable in the 9 to 5. Fuck. Oh, he's on fraternity leave. Fuck it, let's replace him. Okay, yep, let's go. Um, we got a bunch of others lined up and applying. It's a fucking rat race, bro. Everyone else is determining your own worth. I would have got stuck in that loop without ever fucking seeing it. That's not how I wanted to live. And so I had to, well, sacrifice. I lost a lot of friends. It became evidently clear who was in my life, who wasn't, who really supported me, who didn't, who wanted me to do things based on what they wanted to see versus what I really wanted. And what I really wanted is very important. However, not 100%, because carrying that will alone is the hardest shit ever. I didn't make shit work until I found a higher connection, a higher reason for doing this. I am of the belief that I am in this position right now because I was called to do it. Like I said, I could have easily gone down another route, been normal, I'm putting quotation marks in the air. But I see a lot of shit that goes on that leads to people being in the positions that they are at or that they're in 20 years from after they graduate, even 10 years, 30 years. Shit doesn't change because they don't change. There's a lot of shit going around the world. People are a lot greedier, a lot more selfish. There's a lack of love and fruitfulness in the world. Everyone's looking out for themselves because it's a big ass fucking world. We don't know who these people are. But the simple fact is that every single human being is just like you. We're no different. I'm literally just like you. I wake up in the morning. I have 246 bones. Females might have 247. I was gonna make an inappropriate joke, but I'm not because this shit is serious right now. I have 10 fingers, 2 eyes, a brain, 7 pounds of mass that I'm so thankful for that moves my body because without my brain, none of my organ bodily functions would work. My heart wouldn't work. You get where I'm going with this. I'm no different than you. All I did was spend my time very differently. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Well, they bring in different aspects of their style of trading and their drive. Men are better risk takers, women are better risk managers. And so men are more likely to over leverage and risk a lot to have a better return versus women are better at managing the portfolio. And if they're wrong, which you can completely be wrong in this market, you're going to take losing trades. The hit isn't as drastic. But everyone my age that knows me does not know me. Sure, they know my name. Sure, they know what I'm doing, but they don't know what I'm doing. The one person that truly knows that is Jesus Christ himself. Everything that he put me through in order to understand the algorithm and put me in this place I am today was through him. And the reason that everything is so drastic and lacking and dreadful. You got WAR going on in the East, a bunch of fucked up, just flat out fucked up shit going on. It's because people are letting their fleshly desires run them. Think about what happens on a college campus. I don't even have to say it out loud. You know. It's sinful. And it's not going to help when people come knocking at the door for next month's rent and they struggle to make ends meet because they want short-term satisfaction. I'm not fucking around with my eternity. Yes, I'm a sinner. I do this. I sin every day. You hear my voice. You hear what goes on. And I'm not worthy for the mercy that he has shown me because I prayed long and hard. I put so much effort into this shit that you wouldn't even understand because you weren't there. But he was. He put me down every single path to understand that, wow, this takes a lot of effort to understand. And it isn't easy. And when you don't have anyone to cheerlead you and encourage you and keep you going besides a little voice in your head, no one deserves to hear this. To say this shit for free publicly, this is the shit that 90% of traders, 99% of traders do not cover. All you see is the good, and all the bad shit is covered up, and you think that they're this perfect person and you worship them as an idol. Fuck no, I do not worship idols. I'm transparent. I show you everything. Everything. Because that's what a true professional trader should be fucking doing. You should be able to see executions, where you got in, why you got in, when you got in, and all the logic should be answered. There is not one question that you can throw at me and I'd be like, I don't know. No, everything has a solution, has an answer to the problem. And indicators are not that solution. It's bullshit. And for those of you that did make it this far, I'm glad. I'm truly glad, because you are listening to someone that has gone through the pain of losing, gone through the pain of trying to make this work and wanting to make it so successfully, but has fell short multiple times. In order to make this shit work. I know only probably less than the number of people I can count on my hands are going to watch this video. Do I give a fuck? No, of course not. This is what I'm meant to do, and I'm going to do it. Because everyone outside of those people are all doing the same shit. Waking up, working for money they need to make the monthly rent. At the end of the day, they're going to go out, party, fuck around with their friends. They're going to come home at night thinking, man, I wish I had more free time. But the next day, they're going to have to wake up, clock back in, and repeat the same cycle. They're in a trap that they don't see, and that's fine by me. You are right where you need to be right now. You're in the pursuit of success. Don't define how long it's going to be. Let time do the heavy lifting, and just follow the good voice talking to you. I'm not going to implement my beliefs on you, because we are all made of free will. Do I believe that there is a God? Yes, and I do believe that that God was Jesus Christ. And I believe without him, I would have never saw what I saw. What did I see? I explained that in this video. I show you exactly the logic I use when I'm gauging and engaging in price. And the fact that I'm even saying this out loud is a testimony of my belief in him, because I would have never done this if it wasn't for him. I was in such a dark spot that I just wanted to make a bunch of fucking money by myself and be alone and never have to deal with anyone's shit again, because I had hate, I had resentment in me. And it just bled into me hurting other people. And I am a sinner for that. I am not a perfect person. I am not a perfect trader. But I love my creator and I love my craft. And I believe that I was sent down this path for a very specific reason. To help others attain this beautiful treasure. BSU students, if you're listening, tap in. You still have work to do. If you're publicly watching this, I hope you found this one insightful. You know how to reach me. Until next time, safe trading and be safe.